Hi everyone, welcome to Ice Crusher TV. So today we're going to talk about whether Tesla should share its supercharger network to other EV brands, of course for a fee. We will be looking at this from two angles, from an investor's point of view and from a Tesla customer point of view. So to do this, we will be discussing its advantages and disadvantages. So just a quick background before we jump into the analysis. One of Tesla's competitive advantages is the availability and quality of its supercharging network. As of making of this video, Tesla has more than 2,500 supercharger stations with over 25,000 superchargers. And here's the view of Tesla's charging stations in North America. Here is a view of Europe and the Middle East. And here is a view in Asia and the Pacific region. So first, let's talk about the advantages. Number one, which is probably the most obvious, is greater return on investment. So all of us know that installing superchargers cost money. And the way Tesla gets their money back from these capital investments is by getting revenues from charging. So the more customers using the network, the higher the revenue, and obviously the faster the payback period on these investments. So another way of getting an extra profit is if Tesla produce and sell adapters to other EV brands. Okay, so you'll probably ask, why would Tesla give up its competitive advantage? Is it going to suffer in the long term? So my view here is no, and I will explain more in a few minutes. So first of all, I think sharing the network is the best way to advertise how great Tesla's products are compared to the competition, from cars itself up to the superchargers. So other EV users might question their decision of why they bought a non-Tesla and realize that Tesla's products are more superior. Just to give an example of the superiority of Tesla's supercharger, Sandy Munro in a video tested the 2021 Volkswagen ID.4 and how easy or hard it is to charge using a non-Tesla charger. So I leave a link to this video in the description. But in the video, you can see that he vented his frustration on how unuser-friendly his experience is. So another example of Tesla's superiority is when you enter your destination on the navigation. And if your battery has not enough charge to get to your destination, it gives you a list of supercharger networks available on your way so that it really takes care of the range anxiety if there is with Tesla. So number two advantage, I think, is that it will receive support from the general population. So sharing this will receive support from the general population. So we've seen pictures and videos of non-Tesla cars being parked at a Tesla supercharger. And worse is that some people are even vandalizing the superchargers, risking their own lives and the lives of others. So if Tesla shares its network, more and more people will start to use it. And people might feel that these networks are essential to them. So therefore, they might be compelled to somehow look after them. A Tesla owner would probably be happier and comfortable knowing that the network is not only loved and needed by an exclusive group of people, but by many others in general. Some of you might say people who vandalizes the chargers should be punished and this should not be a problem for customers. But what do you think? I'd be interested in how you think about this. Do you think people will care more if we share if Tesla shares the network? Do you think it matters if people actually care more? Let me know in the comments. So the last advantage that I have in mind, and is probably the most important in the long run, but not too obvious to many people. This is the network effect. So imagine if all other EV brands use Tesla's network, they will gradually become part of Tesla's ecosystem. I know I mentioned that superchargers and the network is one of Tesla's competitive advantage. I believe that if Tesla shares its network, that competitive advantage transforms from a tangible physical network into an intangible ecosystem advantage. People will, so in general, people become loyal to a brand like Apple because that brand starts off with a great product, with a compelling product. It then introduces products that become part of their daily routine and system that it's almost impossible to get rid of. So to be fair, Apple's ecosystem is probably the best ecosystem out there at the moment as far as connectivity is concerned. So it's not also to say that people have no choice here. So what I really mean here is that even if Apple fails on one aspect, for example, the iPhone 6, people generally would give it time to rectify that failure before jumping to another ecosystem. So there can be a delayed reaction from customers before they shift to an alternative. So as we know, Apple's ecosystem is massive. But to me, Tesla's ecosystem potential is far bigger than Apple's or any company. Imagine an ecosystem that includes energy generation and distribution, where you have the ability to control and monetize the energy you generate. Imagine an ecosystem with with ride hailing, where you can leverage on Tesla cars' cheaper cost per mile and be able to transport people or cargoes with a single car or even with a fleet. Okay, let's imagine further. What about an ecosystem that includes transportation as a service or robotaxi and crypto mining? Some of these are just my thoughts, but let me know what you think if you agree or disagree. So what do you think? Should Tesla allow other EV brands to use its supercharger network? And why? Please leave a comment below and appreciate if we could all be civil and respectful. Thanks again for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. This has been Ice Crusher TV. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.